12 years ago, Supercell launched their first successful games, Heyday and Clash of Clans. And with that, they set a precedent that would be followed for their later games. This precedent isn't just about gameplay or skill, it's about the structure of their games. So to understand why maxing out is so hard for free-to-play players, we need to take a quick trip down memory lane. You see, Supercell has a history of shaping their games in a way that keeps players engaged and, of course, spending money. In Clash of Clans, players needed to have a higher level base in order to compete with other players and unlock specific features. In Clash Royale, players who did not have high level cards would be easily taken down by players that did. In Brawl Stars, having high level brawlers is the only way to be able to compete on a higher level. In addition, people want to be able to use and experience all the brawlers. In all of these examples, Supercell gives just the right amount of resources to the free-to-play player, so it seems like they are falling behind. This system encourages players to spend money to get ahead. Now if this isn't convincing enough, we're going to specifically show why it's extremely difficult for a free-to-play player to enjoy a game like Brawl Stars to its full potential. Taking a closer look at Brawl Stars, we see that in order for a player to experience the game at the highest potential, they must have all 82 brawlers unlocked and maxed out. First, let's take a look at how many resources it would take to do this. Glancing at this chart, we see that it takes 3,740 power points and 24,765 coins to fully max out a brawler. Now obviously having 6 gears, 2 star powers, and 2 gadgets isn't necessary at all to play a brawler at a high potential, but we will include this in our calculations since it is an advantage to be able to switch gears, star powers, and gadgets based on the map that you're playing, or mode. Also, all brawlers do not have a hypercharge, so we'll take this into consideration also. Doing some quick math, we see that you would need 306,680 power points and 2,030,730 coins to fully max your account right now. This 2 million figure assumes all brawlers have hypercharges, so we will subtract 225,000, which is the cost of the hypercharge of the brawlers who do not have hypercharges, which will give us a more accurate figure of 1.8 million 5,730. Additionally, you need credits to unlock brawlers in the first place. Some more math tells us that we need 120,830 credits to unlock all the brawlers. Considering the fact that you can unlock brawlers at a drops and you get discounts for your first legendary and mythic, we'll say that you realistically need about 100,000 credits, which is a generous estimate. All of the calculations shown here are assuming you made an account today. Obviously many of you guys already have decent progress, but this progress isn't static. Supercell releases about one brawler per month according to this figure. We do not know what the rarity will be consistently, but let's assume an average of 1900 credits a month to unlock the brawlers that Supercell is releasing. This would also mean that you need 3,740 power points and 24,765 coins a month to max that brawler. I included the cost of one hypercharge per month in this calculation because while Supercell may not release a brawler with a hypercharge, they typically add multiple hypercharges per month to brawlers that are already in the game, but we will be generous with our estimations yet again and say they add one hypercharge per month. Okay, we're almost done with the math, so I'll try to be brief. We'll now explore what Supercell offers to the free-to-play player to max out. The main way to get resources for a free-to-play player is through the free Brawl Pass. This gives 2,500 power points, 8,000 coins, and 1,000 credits per month if completed. You also get star drops and gems, so we'll convert these to more resources. We'll say that you get an additional 2,000 coins, 1,000 power points, and 500 credits from the star drops or the gems, which is again generous. You also get 3 star drops per day if you win 8 games. That's about 90 star drops per month, giving about 6,000 coins, 3,000 power points, and 1,500 credits. Again, these are generous estimates and assume that you are averaging an epic out of every drop. You also get resources through the mastery path, but you can only do brawler masteries if you have the brawler unlocked. Over time, you will do brawler masteries and you will get 199,000 coins, 29,850 power points, and 20,900 credits. And the last way you can get progression is through the monthly events. We will add an additional 3,000 coins, 1,000 power points, and 500 credits, which may be achieved each month due to the events. Adding all this up, excluding Mastery Road, we get 19,000 coins, 7,500 power points, and 3,500 credits per month. Comparing this to our initial figure, we see that we do have enough credits to unlock the brawler every month, plus more, but we do not have enough resources to max the brawler Supercell releases every month, let alone all the other brawlers in your inventory. Now let's factor in masteries. To make things simple, I will use the resources gained through masteries to upgrade brawlers that players already have. This will fully max out about 9 brawlers, assuming about half of them have hypercharges. With the figures shown, this doesn't look good. Even if you play every day and complete everything a free-to-play player has to gain, you'll end up with 9 max brawlers and will fail to fully upgrade the monthly brawler. But luckily for you guys, I have a solution. Now if you're like me, you don't mind spending lightly to progress faster. Offers like the Brawl Pass are especially hard to pass up since they offer so much value. Other players stick strictly to free-to-play for whatever reason. Either way, I'll show you how to spend your resources to maximize your experience playing this game. First of all, we are only upgrading one brawl at a time. I previously mentioned that you will fail to upgrade the monthly brawler that Brawl Stars releases, so if you choose to upgrade that one, then you must stick to upgrading that one even if a new brawler releases. Upgrading one brawler at a time also makes the mastery road easier, since that brawler you choose to upgrade will be at a higher level than if you chose to spread your resources among multiple brawlers. If you didn't know, you gain more mastery points the higher you push the brawler, so having a higher level brawler helps. Second, we will only buy one gadget, one star power, 2 gears, and one hypercharge if needed. This will save 7,000 coins, which will be used to upgrade other brawlers. I recommend looking up YouTube videos to find the best gadget, star powers, and gears for each brawler. Now the next tip will depend on how you want to play the game. If you're a competitive player who wants to fully utilize a brawler, you should upgrade all brawlers to power 11 and unlock hypercharge before moving on to another brawler. If you are a casual player who wants to experience more brawlers, you should upgrade brawlers that don't have hypercharges to level 10. This way you will be able to gain all gears, star powers, and gadgets while only sacrificing a little bit of damage and health, but you gain 2800 coins and 1440 power points to use on other upgrades. If the brawler has a hypercharge, you should unlock it. Now this goes as obvious advice, but try to complete the Brawl Pass every season and get all 3 drops per day. Also, if you're upgrading a brawler, make sure to get it to Silver 2 Master at least to gain all the coins and power points. And then participation in monthly events will also help boost your progression. I believe that following the advice in this video will let you play Brawl Stars at the highest potential possible, whether you're free to play or spend money. If you have any other advice that I missed, let me know in the comments so other people can learn even more. Here's another video that you guys might like.